this young man comes to you.
Yes.
He gets a little high, and
I release the energy,
release it,
and he
ejaculated.
He went soft.
Oh,
okay. I was about to say, now wait a minute.
I feel like I was open up. Yes. I was opened in a lot more areas, and a lot more moist in some areas. And I don't know what was blocked that you unblocked. But is this a typical response?
Yeah, what kind of work are you doing?
You know, that's actually, I told one of my friends that, and that's why she booked with you.
Really?
I did. Yeah.
Well, did it work? Did you follow back up afterwards to see if...
Yes.
The energy goes where the energy goes.
Okay.
I sometimes know what's blocked. So that would be the sacral chakra.
Yeah.
But your sexual energy is in tune with your creative energy. So if you're highly creative, 9 times out of 10 you're very sexual.
Wow.
Okay.
So if there's a blockage and the Reiki energy goes there, I'm opening that up.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's a twofer. So I'm opening up the sexual energy and the creative energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like the healthcare system rejects it because there's not enough people that are willing to try it and say, oh my gosh, this worked for me. Whereas you could take a pill and over time you see positive and negative results. But with Reiki, it's almost like immediate.
Yeah.
And there's not enough people that are willing to be open enough to try it. It's actually selfish when we don't want people to die when it's time for them to go.
Oh no, I don't want to talk about this.
Well,
and we don't have to.
Yeah.
Money, making crap for money.
What's up, guys? This is Brianna Moore, your host of the Conversations Unearthed podcast, where y'all come for me, but you stay for the guests. Today, y'all already know the guests just keep getting bigger and bigger and better and better. Everybody asked me what my favorite episode is, whichever one I did last. That's how good the show is. But today, y'all, we got one of my favorite people, and y'all know I rarely say that about anybody that's been on here is like my favorite people. But this person right here changed my life. I can't even. That's all. Hey, you changed my life. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Reiki massage therapy, but it is like a different type of massage. It's a massage where you ain't even got to use your hands. It's all energy. And I had a neck pain in my neck for about 5 years that the massage therapist couldn't get out. I went to see Meeka one time, and that junk was gone. I don't even know how it happened, like y'all. So introducing y'all, Miss Meeka Threatts. Yes, you hear that? You know what I'm saying? We good over here. But look, so I like to tell people how we kind of connected and how I met with my guests. Because all of my guests are so amazing, and they be like, where you find them? So Meeka and I actually met at a networking event that was led by Leading Ladies RVA. Her and the owner of Medisage RVA, Mr. Chris Holiday, shout out to him. He had a booth that was right in front of my booth that I had for my business. And he had a big sign that said Reiki, which I've been hearing about Reiki forever. Never knew where to get it from. So I was like, I looked at Chris and I'm like, hey, do you do Reiki? He was like, nah, that ain't me, bro. He was like, nah, that's too much energy. He said, but Meeka, you know, he said it like I was supposed to know who it was. I never met. He was like, but Meeka coming. She be here in a minute and she know all about it. I met Meeka. We exchanged information, went and got the massage. So I referred people to her, and I'm going to keep referring people to her because it's an experience that I feel like everybody should have. So anyways, introducing Miss Meeka Threatts. Good. Yes. I'm so excited for you to be here.
I'm glad to be here.
How you feeling?
I feel great.
You know, it's different when you got somebody like you coming in, because sometimes, you know, you don't really know how the vibe is going to be. But like, you always got a good vibe. It's always like real serene and chill. So, yeah. So I've done a little bit of an introduction. How would you introduce yourself? Make sure to talk in the mic.
How would I introduce myself?
That's a hard one.
Who is Meeka? Tell us who Meeka is.
Who is Meeka? I am a mom, a lover of people, a lover of love.
Yeah.
It brings me joy to bring people joy and to help to people to find their why. A good friend, minister, teacher, educator, just all the things. Like I'm an air sign, so
Okay.
I mold and flow to however I meet a
chameleon.
person. Yeah,
You gotta be whoever
I
you
be
need
with
to be in
people.
that moment.
Exactly. Yeah,
I like it. Are you a Richmond native?
I am a Richmond native.
Okay. Born and raised here in the
Born and
804.
raised. Yes.
I like it.
So it was a topic that you wanted to talk about. Yes. And I'm so excited to talk about it because I do work in healthcare. And one of the things that you are really trying to break into right now is putting Reiki into healthcare or introducing Reiki into healthcare. Tell us a little bit about how you had this idea, why you had this idea, and how you plan to like implement it.
Okay. So my idea, when I envision Reiki, I think of it much like you said. I think it's something that everybody needs to experience. We meet a lot of people and we're like, oh, that person could benefit from Reiki. But when you think of putting it out there, mainstream, I think of firemen, people that are in service positions. I think of nurses, people that are in service positions. I think of police officers.
Yeah.
Those people that are constantly giving to others. And do they really have someone that can pour into them what we are essentially calling them for emergency wise? Are we giving that back? And so I felt like it is something that is definitely needed in our community. Like we think of when somebody has a mental challenge, of course we want to give them medicine. But this doesn't require you to do anything. It just requires you to have an open mind and just be still and just allow the energy to work. Yeah. Because Reiki is universal life force energy, so it goes where it needs to go.
Why do you feel like the healthcare system rejects this so much?
I feel like the healthcare system rejects it because there's not enough people that are willing to try it and say, oh my gosh, this worked for me. Whereas you can take a pill and over time you see positive and negative result. But with Reiki, it's almost like immediate.
Yeah.
And there's not enough people that are willing to be open enough to try it. And money. Like, we are so motivated by money. And this, how can I word it? I would say the pharmaceuticals make money.
Yep.
They go and sell their product and it's billions
Big
and
pharma
billions.
is it's
Huge.
They make their money and it's constant. Whereas
$1 trillion company.
Yes. Yeah. Whereas with us, it's okay, $88 a session, $100 a session. And then even when I look at people that, in my mind, overcharge, it's like, why are you doing that? These people need to be healed.
Interesting perspective. I'm going to Ghana in a few months, and I went to go get a vaccination the other day, and they told me the price. Mind you, it's not covered by insurance. And they told me the price, and they were like, I was like, excuse me? Hold on, you want me to pay how much? And she was like, yeah, since COVID, they've went up tremendously. Like she said, every year since COVID, it's went up $100. So one of these vaccinations was like $400 and something. And she was like, yeah, it didn't used to be like this, but the drug companies are just driving the price up and up and up. And that's exactly what's running all this stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. And I can speak to that too, just kind of being in the healthcare field. It's not a lot of knowledge about it either. Yeah. Not a lot of people know about it. And then when you do try to explain it to people, it's kind of like some people not really into energy work. Like it feels mysterious. It feels mystical. So as I think that it could be implemented very well. Like especially where I was at in ICU, like because when people going crazy, it's like usually if it's a family member that's hurting or a patient that's crying, first person we call is the chaplain. Well, first person I call is the chaplain, unless they throwing bowls, then you gotta call security. But I feel like it could be a subsect of like physical therapy. But nobody knows about it. Like I know I first heard about it from a friend maybe like 5 years ago, but you can't find them. You can't find. And then when I referred one friend to you, she told me that she had a Reiki person years ago. Wow. And then couldn't find her to be mainstream. Wow. So how do you think you could, like, I guess, market yourselves to mainstream? Like, would it be just like getting in, I guess, infiltrating into the system? I guess just putting your name out there? Or?
Yes. And yes, putting the name out there, having events in the community, like we are doing. Yeah. And if you've ever been to church, all it is laying on of hands. That's all it is. If you have ever been to the black church, and they lay hands, pray on you, it's the same thing. Same exact thing.
It sounds like we need like a Psychology Today directory of Reikis so that we could easily just find y'all.
Yes, this could be. It's a database.
Okay.
That can be looked up. I'm not on it. I need to work on it. But there is a database where you can look for Reiki practitioners. Okay.
I mean, I mean, it's dollar signs just going off in my head. I think this would be amazing. Like, if you market it to the right person at the right time, you could definitely monetize that. Yes. And it's not something that AI can replicate, you know? Right. So you don't have no competition. Woof. Wait a minute, You are. You are.
Got some special hands.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Yeah. Even just sitting next to you right now, like,
what the kids say.
It's radiating off of you. Man, I don't know if you feel the vibe in here that you've curated. Like, it's just, I don't know. I love having you around. I love texting you. And even after we did our session, I was thinking about you or the experience. And then you text me. So I'm like, wait a minute, is Meeka psychic? Because this is getting kind of weird. But how did you get into this? Was this something that you knew? Like, did you know you had these special healing powers as a kid, or is this something you kind of stumbled upon in?
Yeah, as a kid, I always knew I was different. Couldn't really pinpoint how different I was until I became older and was able to like understand. And I would say maybe about 2016 is when everything like peaked. Yeah. And so it was the mediumship, which is seeing dead folks, which is creepy for some folks, but it's just a constant chatter. Sometimes I see them. And then getting into the reading of the oracle cards and the tarot cards and just knowing people's story without them telling me the story. Yeah. Just unctions and feelings.
And you know, when people hear these things, I can hear these things and be okay because I know people who are prophets, and well, I know that's different than a medium. It's kind of the same type of thing, and it's not like a scary experience like it's portrayed in the movie. So like, how do you come across, or like, how do people take you? Like, when you talk about it, can you feel the room shift into like an uncomfortable?
I can. And typically I'm just quiet with what I know, unless the invitation is
welcoming.
Okay. And I am a projector, human design, for those that aren't aware. So I have to wait for the invitation instead of just being like, hey, this is what I know about you. Like,
wow.
So
I got that.
Yeah.
Tell us about your first experience, like, as a Reiki, like the first person that you worked with.
Ooh. First person.
That's a good question.
That is a good question. I would say it was in a group setting with my collective, of course. Yeah. We were able to give Reiki to each of us, and just the receiver was able to say that, you know, they felt warm, a calmness. They felt like tingly, like all over their body. Yeah. They saw colors of my aura, which is purple and white.
Okay, purple is my color, so I'm stepping in.
We're aligned.
So yeah, it was awesome to experience that, and to get that feedback. Feedback is important.
Yeah.
And not saying feedback is important out of ego, because we definitely don't want to make it or give the impression that it's us. It's the universal life force energy that's doing what it does and going where it needs to go.
Here we go.
Yeah, I thank God. Like, I thank God constantly for bringing me to whatever event that was. Like,
And it was cold that day too.
It was cold, but like, what are the odds? Like, you know, I don't think that anything that happens in this life is not written.
Absolutely.
But like, what are the odds of us meeting and me being in a place to receive it, and you know, just I don't know. And then the people who I've sent to you. So me personally, I am not a crier. You know, I'm not, like, it's very hard for me to open up and cry. The people that I've sent to you, they come out that joint like boo-hooing. I mean, tears. And this is, and what they've told me is that when they have these experiences, you just hold them.
I do.
Like a baby.
I do. And rock them.
Yeah. How is it taking on so many people's energy? Because I'm sitting here and you just seem like you ain't got no care in the world. Like, you just, your vibe is unmatched. Like, the serenity that you hold is amazing. How do you, like, you're a projector, but like, are you an absorber too? No.
I don't take anybody's energy with me.
Ooh, that is powerful there.
Yes, because I do.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Nope. I'm a conduit. All of us are conduits of the energy, and it's like a funnel when you think of.
But how did you learn to channel it? Well, were you always like that, or how did you learn to like channel to where you don't take on other people's energy?
You do learn it over time.
Okay.
And you just
step one.
Step one.
Ready to take some notes.
Is recognizing that if someone approaches you and they're sad and you weren't sad before they got there, that you're taking on their energy.
Oh, wow. Yep. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. And even if you think when you're at a football game, the energy is high. Everybody's like, oh my God, the team is winning. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
The energy is high. But when the game is losing and it's your team, everybody feels it. And that's how energy works.
Yeah.
And so the key is recognizing what you feel and not holding on to it. And it can be something as simple as brushing your shoulder off. It's simple. Brushing off that.
Wow. Oof.
Yeah. Jay-Z. And I don't even listen to him.
Wow. Okay, who do you listen to?
Who do I listen to?
Let's get the artist out of you.
Most recently, it's been Beautiful Chorus.
Okay.
It's a lot of the meditative music that I listen to when I'm giving Reiki.
Okay.
So, Okay. And I sing too, so.
Hold on. Let us hear it.
Sing.
Let me hear a little.
Put me on the spot.
Wait a minute. I need to hear this real quick.
Before?
Drop a little 8 count.
You sing?
Oh, what can I sing?
Soprano, tenor?
I sing soprano.
Alto?
Soprano?
I do. I would not have thought that.
Okay, we're going to get her eventually.
Yeah.
Let her sip a few. Go ahead and take a few more
Right,
sips. We encourage a little drinking around.
Get you a little loose. Get you a little loose.
And then we might hear a few counts of a song.
Yeah, look. Yeah, we might get her on the table, do a little 8 count. I'll be up there with you. You're loose enough. But okay, look. So, do you feel like you have psychic abilities?
I do.
Okay. Who won in the election?
I would say Kamala.
For
I would
real?
say this is Kamala's
You
year.
heard it here first. You heard it here first.
We're going to play
It's
that
her
back.
year.
We're going to play that back Tuesday night.
Right.
Like, it's already been spoken.
Yeah.
I would say it's her year.
Okay.
If it isn't, it is because somebody done cheated.
Y'all saw that was blowing up them election boxes,
Yeah.
so I'm just saying it's possible.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's interesting.
Her name is powerful.
Yeah.
It is.
She like that black auntie. You know?
She is.
You know
She
she cool, but
She
she
cool.
ain't gonna play with you too much.
Oh no,
not too much.
She ain't gonna play with you too much.
No, I said go sit down.
I said it.
Now listen, we did enough high.
Right.
I said go sit down.
Exactly. And you work with kids as well, right?
I do work with the high schoolers at Highland Springs High School.
That's my old high school. Shout out to Highland Springs High School. And are you what is your role there?
So I serve as family advocate.
Okay.
So I ensure that families have what they need, whether it be food for Thanksgiving, Christmas.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
That's a thing?
It's a thing.
Did you know that?
I didn't know it. I love that it's a thing.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, obviously the schools are, so it's sponsored by the government. I mean, that's amazing that we're putting those resources in because a lot of kids, we know the stories that a lot of kids don't even have food when they go home at night. So we're talking about these long-term breaks where that's amazing.
And we provide food bags and just make sure the families have what they need and whatever.
So
else.
you said, hold on, you said family services? What's the
Family advocate.
Family advocates? Do you guys? So I worked with this organization. What is it? Oh my God! Now I gotta find the name of it. But they provide period packs for the young ladies, and they provide it for free here in the Richmond area. Do y'all have those as well?
So we do.
Okay.
But I partner a lot with communities and schools.
Okay.
So we do have a vendor that has like a bag of items for students.
Just making sure. I've volunteered with them several times, and I like to plug them because we need those because so many young ladies don't have the resources to get them, and and then they're at school. Not to mention they don't even let us go to the bathroom half the time.
Right.
Well,
and what I have noticed is you often think when a young lady is starting her menses that she's middle and high school. But we have 9-year-olds.
I got a story about that. So I was a junior counselor at the Boys and Girls Club, and maybe it was the 10-year-olds, 9 or 10-year-olds.
Yeah.
And one girl, she she started the menstrual cycle, and so I'm just like, oh, this your first time. Like, this is what I'm supposed to do. So I give her the pad, right? I like, go put this on, and I'm thinking it's. She gonna know what to do. She come out with the sticky side on the.
Dang. All stuck in the Jesus.
Look now that. So then then it get weird because you gotta help. I gotta help. I'm like, dang, nobody really told you about this.
No, I didn't have the conversation.
I didn't. Yeah, so, I guess not.
Okay, so tell me if this is true, because my mom has preached this one down to the end, that your cycle typically comes around the same time as your mother.
Yes.
Okay.
Because the pheromones and the energy.
Correct.
But typically, it's more so followed by the moon.
Okay.
Every 28 to 30 days.
I mean, okay, not that part. Like, so my mom, I think we both came on around the same time, like 13.
Yeah.
I came on.
That
age.
Okay.
Yes,
yes.
age-wise.
Yes, age-wise, yes.
Yeah.
Age-wise, that's true.
Genetics.
That's the same type of thing. I feel the same way about this
and
information.
it cuts off at the same time, correct, too? Yeah.
I feel the same way about this information that I felt when I heard you can put jeans around your neck
to make a...
Yeah, and that's a real thing.
How I feel. All right, let's
wait. What's the jeans around your neck?
To gauge if the jeans are too big, because your neck is equivalent.
Okay, new for me. No.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got a pair of jeans in the car that y'all gonna talk about me. Hold on, we gotta talk about it on the pie real quick. Yesterday, I'm with my niece. My best friend's sister just gave me these jeans that she bought for my niece because they don't fit her, and apparently they think they're gonna fit me. So we're gonna put them around my neck and do the test run.
You don't even need to try them on.
Embarrassing or not, that my niece might be bigger than me.
You're
now.
a teeny little thing.
Well, Jesus. Okay, got off subject. My apologies.
Fire round. Okay. We do fire round questions.
Yes.
For only our favorite guests. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Favorite time of day to practice Reiki?
Evening.
Do you have a go-to grounding technique?
Going outside barefoot.
Okay. Most powerful chakra to work with?
Throat.
Ooh. One word to describe Reiki?
Empowering.
Okay. Energy color you feel most connected to?
White.
Okay. These answers are really good.
I'm over here like, wait, I want to ask more questions. Can we get through the fire round so I can go back?
Most memorable Reiki session?
I would say when an individual came and her dad came through. And she just cried. She cried. But she literally tapped in and was open to the energy that she had memories of graduation, and he was at her graduation. And towards the end of the session, he was leaving. So she was yelling, "Don't go, don't go."
Oh my gosh.
And at that time, I'm Iyanla.
Jesus.
But yeah, that was
That's
okay.
powerful.
yeah,
Powerful.
Do you consider Reiki an art or a science?
an art,
Mm.
a healing art.
A healing art. Okay, okay. A dream place you'd love to practice Reiki.
Dream place. Africa.
Okay, the motherland. And most profound thing that Reiki has taught you.
Ooh. Healing is not linear.
Okay, I got more fire round questions, but
Can we go back to the why white?
yeah.
It's the most purest color.
Yes.
And it's reflected by all of the colors.
Ooh.
So you're not leaving any colors out.
Mm.
Like everything is included and it just reflects white.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why the throat? I'm sorry, I gotta just
If you can't
spitball.
speak, and if that's blocked and you can't say what you need to say, it just messes up everything.
Yeah.
And communication is so important.
Very
Oh
important.
my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
Okay, TMI. After we had our session, and I don't want this to get erotic,
Okay.
and I don't know if you've had this happen before.
I've had a lot of things
Okay.
happen.
Or not have you had it happen, but
It's about to be Conversations on Earth After Dark.
But if,
After dark. The midnight.
look, no, if people have, that's a nice voice. But if people have told you,
Gosh.
if people have told you this before, I felt like I was open up. I was opened in a lot more areas, and a lot more moist in some areas. And I don't know what was blocked that you unblocked. But is this a typical response?
Yeah, what kind of work is you doing? Hello?
You know, that's actually, I told one of my friends that, and that's why she booked with you.
Really?
I did. Yeah.
Well, did it work? Did you follow back up afterwards to see if...
Yes.
Nah, them hands is...
But
Whatever.
it's not, she not touching
I
you.
know,
It's
but
all energy.
it's still- I know,
she be
but-
over top of you, like,
yeah,
moving.
yeah. Whatever you doing. Okay, answer the question. My bad. I'm just saying.
Well, I did. The energy goes where the energy goes.
Okay.
I sometimes know what's blocked. So that would be the sacral
Yeah.
chakra.
Yeah.
But your sexual energy is in tune with your creative energy. So if you're highly creative, 9 times out of 10, you're very sexual.
Wow.
Okay.
So if there's a blockage and the Reiki energy goes there, I'm opening that up.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's a twofer. So I'm opening up the
Creativity.
sexual energy and the creative energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did have a young
A nice
man.
2-for-1 package. You might need to sell that.
I'm ready
You
to
might
sell
need to sell that. Go ahead and put that one out there. I'm offering a 2-for-1 package. I'm opening you,
I did.
Andrew. I mean, I'm just saying. That sound good.
I did have a young man. I was focusing on his sacral, and he did get hard.
Wow. Was that uncomfortable or you were like, nah,
It
we good
wasn't.
out here?
It
Okay.
wasn't because
Wow.
I did tell him if he feels uncomfortable or if he feels like it's tightening, because sometimes the energy tightens, like it's about to pop, to let me know so I can remove it.
Okay.
And so he did say it felt like a belt was tightening around his waist and he didn't have a belt on. And so I worked the energy out.
Do you speak during these sessions or you
Nope.
just be using your... That's what I'm trying to figure out. Wait, was you soothing your voice? I'm over here. I wish y'all could see me on camera because I'm over here looking at her like...
No, it's like,
explain.
can I explain it to her?
I'm trying to figure out what
eyes
made...
be
Is his
closed.
eyes closed?
Yes.
Closed,
And
yes.
he just...
Yeah.
Okay.
She be over you like this. And then look, she got this bowl, right? She got this bowl. It's a bowl, and you hit it. Oh no, you don't hit it, but she put some around like a mortar pestle, and it be like
Singing bowl.
Okay.
Yeah. And then she got the singing in the background. It's a vibe. Like,
wow. So this young man comes to you.
Yes.
He gets a little hot, and
I released the energy.
You release it.
And he
ejaculated?
Okay. He went soft.
Oh.
Okay, I was about to say, now wait a minute.
Y'all are funny.
Wow. This is amazing.
Has he
I did
come
not
back?
think it would get this far.
Okay, he's come back.
Wow.
Okay, so this is working.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't think that it wasn't working, but I mean, I'm just saying, like,
I got you.
so he came back, and I like it.
Yeah. Does this work for pets?
Yeah.
Have you done it on a pet before, or
I've done
an
it on
animal?
my indoor-outdoor cat.
Mm.
Helps him to be calm. It's kind of like him having catnip. Yeah.
This is like, I mean, when I come to you, because you do the group ones too, the group sessions too, which is where I met
And
Amber.
there's one on Tuesday.
Okay.
Oh,
There's
okay.
one
I gotta go to that one.
Monday.
What time on Monday?
7 p.m.
Is it at the same place, Hollywood Cemetery?
It is not. This
Oh,
one
y'all
is
be at the
gonna
cemetery?
be
Let's
at-
talk about it. Hold on, because y'all know how I feel about. I'm the one that she was
Not
talking
y'all
about.
be at the cemetery.
I'm the one
You
that she
gotta
was talking about
excuse
that be
her.
like, I don't
Yeah,
really
she
know,
was- she
y'all.
ain't really
I already know
messing
you
with it.
walked into the room like, this girl's energy, who knows? Nonetheless, y'all be at the cemetery?
We do.
Yeah.
Hollywood Cemetery.
What be happening at a
beautiful.
Hollywood cemetery? Where that at?
So
Sorry, my
gonna have to
bright
take
wood
you
coming
there.
out. Let me stop.
it's really nice. It's on Pine Street in the city, not too far from VCU.
Okay.
And we have 2 former presidents that are buried there. So it's really nice there.
It's really nice.
Okay, but I don't know how I feel about the 2 former presidents' energy. Okay.
2 former presidents and everybody.
Of the
else.
United
Everybody
States?
else. Yeah.
The United
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't come. I'm just saying they energy. I don't want them nowhere around me. Because we got some presidents in this country that,
Shady boots. I get it.
well,
Shady.
but your energy will just
Yeah.
make all
it'll
that
be
fly
fine.
away. We
And
just gonna make
yeah,
that.
we cleanse the area that we're in.
Shout out
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah.
Shout out to that. I'm waiting for
it's-
these tools
and
to get out of my
instead of-
house so I can cleanse. I hope you don't listen to this, but so I can cleanse my house of the contractor that was in my house. I'm just waiting for them to get out. Yeah.
I don't even want to bring down
That's
my energy.
necessary. Needed and necessary. I don't think we clean our spaces enough.
How do you clean a space?
You can walk around and say prayers. You can light, what's the incense?
The sage.
You can light sage.
Okay.
You can light dragon's blood incense. That's a nice cleansing.
So do you frequent the Aquarian shop? Like
I
the
do.
crystal stores? Okay.
Yeah, I'm at Aquarian. I go to Magdalena's.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I frequent those places. And then there's a little teeny spot in Petersburg owned by Red.
Okay.
Okay.
She's super sweet.
Shout out to Red.
Aw. Okay, Red.
Mhm.
Okay. I have so many questions.
Spit them out. Let's go.
I have so many thoughts. Let
Let's hear your thoughts.
me just start there. Because when I'm laying on the table, I just trying to figure out how you got this crook out my neck that been there for 5 years. And you did not touch me. It's all energy
Yeah.
work. Like I said, it's divine. Do you pick, like, is it a person who comes to you for Reiki and then you be like, nah, your energy weird.
I was
can't.
just about to ask that.
For real. Like,
Yeah.
I can't, like, do you
Like,
choose your client?
Similar
like that?
to
No, you just,
no, okay.
If
'Cause I was
they
gonna say
come
how
for
like
Reiki,
some
I
clients I won't take. You're like no, I'm taking her.
I take them all.
I like it.
take them
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
White, black, red, Chinese. Well, I want to get into this too. Like, is this like is this typically a black thing, or is it like
It's not.
it's not?
Where was it derived from?
Mikao Usui.
Okay,
In
not
Japan.
familiar.
Shout
In
out to you.
Japan.
Macau,
Okay.
Usui.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Japanese got some things figured out.
Yeah.
We need to study their culture a little
Yes,
bit
we
because
do.
they apparently got some things figured
They
out
do.
healing wise.
From the acupuncture to
Yeah,
Reiki.
that is true. That is true.
Yeah, the different types of teas.
Do you do that too? Acupuncture?
No, but I do have a
Contact.
a good close
Okay.
close friend that was just
Yeah.
certified in acupuncture. Lotus.
The
out to
Asians
Lotus.
really as a community. So when you were saying that, I started thinking about what's the King Spa up in Alexandria, like the Korean spas.
Yes.
The Asians got some
They
stuff
do.
figured out.
They do.
They really do. They're
Absolutely.
here with their mental. They're
I mean,
They
even
have the
when,
oneness
Yes.
that we're searching for.
they are.
Yeah.
So
Might
I
have
just
to
need to
read
move
some
there. Do you get
Lord is
Reiki? Do you
crazy.
get?
I do.
You do.
You do.
How does the master find a master? Because
Amber
she's a
gets me
Reiki
Reiki.
And
master.
feel like that they're suitable for you.
Well, the person that I go to is my bestie.
Okay,
Amber.
shout out to Bestie.
And Amber's gonna be here. That's the one who's coming.
Oh, Amber's coming too.
Yeah.
Shout out to Amber. Okay.
Yeah, so I go to her. I trust her immensely. I trust her with my life.
Mm.
And I trust her with my healing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
What about the regular massage? Do you get regular massages?
I go to Chris.
You go to Chris. Let me tell you something about Chris. Lord
Chris.
Jesus. Chris, I've never gotten a massage from him, but he helps you.
Yeah.
And like literally all I did was lay on the table and he took my socks off.
Mm-hmm.
But like the way he took them off, I was like, this man can really massage. And he just touched me.
Mm-hmm.
Just from taking my socks,
Yeah.
like put a warm towel over my face.
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta go. I still haven't gone to him, but I
He's
need to go to
awesome.
him for a massage.
Yeah.
Just so we're clear, and this could be wrong, and y'all gonna correct me. These are all black-owned businesses.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's just shout them out because
Shout
we
out
love
to
some
the
black-owned
black-owned
businesses around here. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ahead.
And what so why did you pick like a smaller type of boutique type of like black owned small business instead of like a massage envy or something like that to work at?
I had started going to Chris to get my massages. And in our conversations, me just laying on the table getting massages done, I was telling him about the Reiki and me becoming certified in Reiki.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, okay. So he just let me talk.
Mm-hmm.
And then I ended up going to him again. And I was like, I'm Reiki certified. And he was like, so where are you doing it at? And I was like, well, right now I'm doing it at my house. And he was like, no. Come to my shop.
Ooh.
And so that's how I linked up with Chris.
Oops.
It being in his shop.
I got you.
Yeah.
And Chris, I love talking to him. He's
so
such
sweet.
a vibe.
He is.
And his wife's a nurse, right?
Yes.
His wife's a
She's
nurse.
been to me as well. She's sweet.
So we kind of be kikiing over that.
Mm-hmm.
And he be at these events.
Yeah.
And he really shops this thing out. Like,
He does.
and it's a really nice place.
it is a
I need to
nice
get him up here
spot.
too because
Yes.
the whole situation about him even like getting that building is a
Yes.
story in
It is
itself.
definitely a story.
And then
Where's
you
it located?
guys,
It's on Twin Ridge Lane in
Okay.
Southside.
Yeah.
Kind of like tucked away.
yeah,
I didn't even know those
I didn't even know it was either, like-
buildings were there.
Okay.
So yeah.
Good stuff.
yeah.
Hold on. I wanted to go back to something you said earlier. You said you're trying to get connected with the hospitals right now to
Yes.
get Reiki. Where are you at in that process?
I am not anywhere.
Okay.
I'm just working on networking at this point.
Yeah.
So between the hospitals and firemen and police officers, my nephew is a fireman, so
Okay.
he hasn't come in yet to experience it. And he said, I need to come in so I can kind of shoot them the idea and let them know what it's about.
Right.
So I'm waiting for him to come in so he can tell them you should go.
I got you.
So
Right now, you're just talking about it, getting the word out,
Yes.
really having the conversations. When it comes, it's coming
Yes.
when it's supposed to come.
absolutely.
I love it.
Divine timing.
How do you view the connection between what you do and personal growth, Reiki and personal growth? Do you think it's needed? Because I feel like if more of these kids that got like ADHD,
Don't be talking about me. Okay, and I got it proud.
real bad, autism, Asperger's, these mental health things that inhibit you from thinking clearly. Because another thing that happened when we did our session was I have racing thoughts habitually.
Yes.
I've always had racing thoughts, and I haven't had racing thoughts since I saw you.
And I can hear people's racing thoughts.
Wow.
Child, who knows what you hear from me?
Yeah, you
She over
won't
here
see it.
like, she needs to go. She is the energy. I'm just
I wouldn't dare.
So how do you feel it contributes to personal growth? And do you think that this is something that could help people who have those mental health
It could
issues?
absolutely help people who have mental health issues. And
Yeah.
like I said earlier, not being so quick to always give them a drug, but use Reiki as a prescription, so to speak.
Yeah.
A 30-minute session, a 45-minute session, and just having them to learn how to be still. Because a lot of people in the beginning was like, you just be quiet when I'm. And I'm like, yeah, it's no talking. And they're like, oh. And so they're looking like, dang, I really need someone to talk to me. But I think the fear is them being left alone with their own thoughts.
Yeah.
And what they're telling themselves. So I think it would help the person who has ADHD because the mind is constantly going. Their body is constantly going. So then you struggle with sleep issues. You struggle with the needing to be busy, so to speak.
Child, just go ahead and read me. I'm ready. I'm ready for my session. I'm right now on air.
I'm
Go
looking
ahead.
at you and I'm looking at her. I'm like,
I'm gonna stare you down because you're talking to me.
this the first time y'all met? Or this is a follow-up session?
Because act like you know me.
So I think it does help you to not be in that lower vibrational being of yourself. It helps you to be up.
So let's talk about, because I'm sure a lot of people come to you who don't even have ADHD, but that struggle with being alone with their thoughts. How do you feel like your services help heal them in that way?
I think Reiki helps with not having those repetitive negative thoughts.
Okay.
Like the getting down on yourself because you see things and you hear things during Reiki that's more elevated than it is lower vibrational.
Yeah.
My suggestion or my prescription, I would say, to an individual that has overthinking issues, speak.
Tell your truth.
Like, say it. Like, I think a lot of people hold stuff in for fear of I'm going to be judged.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to like what I say. Forget them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said something earlier that I wanted to comment on about we prescribe drugs so much for like ADHD and so many medicines, and I already know the answer to this, but I want to get your more insight, especially while we're doing this interview. Of us is the industry we go to drugs. What's your perspective on that, and what do you feel like we should be doing outside of that?
Okay. I will always say let's do healing arts. Okay. Whether that be acupuncture, acupressure, yoga, meditation. Those will always be my go-to. I am a person who takes medicine. I have lupus. I've had lupus for 25 years. I take chemotherapy. That's why I don't have no.
Oh wow!
But beautiful. Come on, stop playing.
Me neither.
Yeah. So
y'all kill.
So it works for who it works for. But don't use it as a crutch.
Yes. Can we please? I don't know what community we talking to, but can we stop using drugs as a crutch because we use them so much, and there's so many things that you can just heal yourself inside.
Yeah.
Personal story. I am currently right now figuring out my gastro issues.
Okay.
And I've been very clear that what I don't want to do is have to rely on the medicine. We went through all the things. They couldn't figure out what's wrong. And they prescribed me this huge pill to take every day. And immediately as soon as I got it, I said, I'm not taking this every day. I am 34 years old. I am not taking a pill every day for the rest of my life. Either somebody figure out what's going on or we're going to have to heal my body. So right now I'm going to a nutritionist.
Oh, good.
I'm also, one of my line sisters does healing work as well.
Nice.
Not the same as Reiki, but she does healing work mentally and with her clients. So we're really working to figure out what's going on inside of my body to heal me that way. Because I'm not trying to rely on these drugs. So I guess my message just there was, we got to stop.
Yeah.
We have to. There's so many measures that we can take outside of that.
Absolutely. And not relying on the medicine, and also not using the sickness itself as a crutch to not be your full and whole self. A lot of people say, well, I have such and so I can't do that. Like you're discrediting yourself. Like you don't know what you can do. And it wasn't until I became more intentional about living that I actually healed myself. I really don't have any lupus symptoms anymore, like not as much as I used to.
What do you mean, like, more intentional about living? Was there a time where you were not intentional about it?
I went through a really rough period when I was sick, and I didn't want to live anymore. I have a rare type of lupus that attacks my skin. So to even be able to administer Reiki is like a godsend. I'll show you all the pictures of what my hands used to look like. So my hands ended up turning like black. I was about to lose my fingers.
What?
They were about as black as that.
Wow.
Right there.
Wow.
What? They were necrotic.
Yeah.
That's some in the Bible type stuff, but you were still doing some healing work. Go ahead.
So I just wanted to be here. Like I literally just wanted to live. And I know I have children. I know I had people looking for me to help them to find their why. So I just really wanted to be here. And that will to live helped me to be healed. And I actually had a conversation with God. I was like, look, you got to heal me. You can't send me here to do this work and then give me a sickness like this that's going to take me out. Like,
That's powerful.
How's that
like
conversation, though?
Hold on.
With
I'm
God.
stopping y'all before y'all can do the whole conversation because she done poured up a whole drink and you still got
I know.
Yeah, so I just need you to, like, as we ask you a question, I need you to take a little sip because you asked for the wine. And I just need to make sure.
I've had discussions.
Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I've had discussions with God, too, where I was angry. And it'd be like, I don't know if I should be talking to you like
that.
this.
God wants all of us.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Me and my God, my God is the same as y'all God, but me and God, when the terms we on, I'll be like, hey, what's up, boy? How we doing? You doing good today? Well, let me tell you what I'm doing. And then I cuss at him. Like, he took my best friend earlier this year. I be cussing at him all day. We have real conversations. I'm talking to you like you my homie. Because that's my homie.
Yes.
I need whoever's looking over me to be my homie.
Exactly.
Yeah. I need to be able to be myself.
Right.
In my full form with God.
And that's what God wants, us to live in authenticity.
Yeah. So how was that conversation with God? What'd you
that
say?
Conversation went really well.
Okay.
I would say after that I got clarity on what I really needed to do to live intentionally. I started at the beginning of the year, at the end of the year, creating or writing words that will follow me throughout the whole year. A word and a scripture, because of course I'm a minister. So, and those things followed me, and just living by those things and having the blueprint of what God showed me, because I had an encounter, of course, after that. Like, okay, you cuss me out, okay, let me show you. So yeah,
An encounter?
yeah, God came to me, talked to me.
Okay.
Yeah, it was probably one of the worst pain days of my life. And I was hallucinating. Well, at least I thought I was anyway. But it was a whole conversation. And I think in that conversation, it was revealed to me what my purpose was. And that I was supposed to be helping people and raising consciousness and just being a conduit for people and helping people to find their why. And so
that's powerful.
Have you ever tried that ayahuasca?
Ayahuasca?
Yeah.
I have not. I want to.
Okay, y'all gotta, for the people like me and the people who are listening who don't even know what y'all are talking about, tell us what y'all are talking about.
So it is a hallucinogenic, I think it's a mushroom.
Yeah, but you need, it's not like something you can just get off the street. Like you need a, what is it called? Not a chaperone.
It's kind of like a chaperone.
Is it a chaperone? I can't remember the name of it. But like you need somebody to like administer it for you, be there with you. Yes. It's like a whole experience. What about mushrooms? Have you ever tried mushrooms?
I have tried mushrooms.
How was it?
I want to try mushrooms.
I want to, but I'm not.
It was okay.
It was okay.
It was okay.
Yeah, I won't because I don't want. I mean, we're being honest in this room. I don't really want to connect with some of the things that's going on back there, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna leave that where it's at.
What you scared of?
Sure, we can't talk about that on the pod. Nah, we can't talk about that. There's a lot of.
She's scared.
I don't know. Yeah, scared very much. I'm gonna be truthful, Heather. Here, yes, scared. I'm kind of okay with living here in my present.
I understand.
I want to try that. What you said,
Ayahuasca.
You know what I'm talking about.
Y'all should try together.
We should.
Tricked out and crazy.
And I'm gonna watch and film so that we can watch back afterwards and figure out y'all experiences.
India, right? Like, don't people go to like retreats?
I don't think it. Yes, they go to
do.
like Costa Rica or somewhere like that.
I'm coming.
Yeah,
for the experience.
Dope.
I'm not.
I was reading Will Smith's book. Did y'all read his? And
I haven't. Which book is this?
The newest
one.
I don't know what it's
Will?
called.
I need to read.
Will.
Okay, I haven't read it yet.
Shout out to Will, that book. But he was talking about his experience taking it, and it was like, excuse me, this whole experience, it just like took him back to when he was a kid. Like he was like a kid watching his life, and like I think he was falling. Like he saw himself falling and swimming, and it just took him back to all of the feelings and emotions that he had because his dad was really abusive. So like he was saying like when that happened, he literally saw like what his dad was doing to his mom, and now like all of these things contribute to why he is the way he is.
Yeah.
But like it was literally like a film of your life, and you do gotta face.
No, you gotta face too much. If I could do like just a certain period, like if I could do like,
see, you want to do too much. See,
when I was born, because I really do
control the
absolutely. But I'm a Capricorn. Let's be clear. I'm a Capricorn. I want to control. Period. Nothing else to say.
You're a Capricorn too.
I'm a Gemini.
No. Yep. Yeah, I'm a Capricorn. So yes, I want to control the situation. I want to do 0 to birth to like 14.
Oh my god!
I can do those ages. I'm good with that. Birth, I really want to go back to birth because I was a preemie. I was 2 months early. Okay. I was my mom's 9th child. Like I want to go back to birth.
Her mom tried nine
times. 9th child. I'm a miracle baby. I'm the only child. Yep. So I want to go back to birth. Let me go back to birth and let me see all of that. Yeah, I'll do that. But then we can cut out some periods.
I got you.
Some of them relationships, we can cut all that out. I don't need to go back to none of that.
Wait a minute.
I feel that.
Is Meeka dating?
I am not.
Okay.
What?
Have you ever been married? I shouldn't have asked it.
I have not. Single as a Pringle.
Okay. Is Virginia still for lovers?
It is.
Okay. You gotta, it's like, hold on, no, and round it back around.
But I feel like somebody like you dating, your energy gotta be right. Like, you can't be with nobody
come to Meeka right.
wishy-washy or who got issues, like daddy issues, mommy issues. Like, I feel like you can't really.
I would say my hardest with dating is people being like, oh, you're perfect, you're awesome, you're all these things, da 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 da, and they're with me for a short while, and I help them find their forever home.
Wow,
I've been there.
I feel that way about myself.
Yeah, I've been there. My ex found her wife. So
okay,
yeah, I gotta fix the thing.
Okay,
yeah. My ex found her wife, and I love that for them.
Yes.
Anyways,
because oftentimes the lesson is for them, not
the
not
lesson
for
is
us.
for them. Yeah. So you're a minister.
I am.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
At like a church, like a real church.
At a real church.
She said it's real.
At a real church.
Jesus.
Mount Vernon Baptist Church.
Okay, shout out to Mount Vernon.
The new minister's cool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known you was a minister.
Mount Vernon in
cool.
Richmond or in Pittsburgh?
Richmond.
Okay.
In the West End.
Okay.
Rosewood Avenue.
You gonna be at church tomorrow?
I will be at church tomorrow singing.
And
Okay,
and right back around. So what song are we singing tomorrow in church? Because y'all already did have choir practice this week.
Yeah.
So what we singing? Give me.
What are we singing?
The power of the Lord is
Not
here.
the power of the Lord is here.
Little clap, little knee slapper. I like that one. That's when you get the fan when the old ladies be getting the fan. No, the tambourine. The tambourine. Yeah, man.
Y'all are funny.
Y'all already deck it out of in that job. I might need to cut. I need me a little old school.
Yeah,
all these Kirk Franklin jumping around everything.
I know. So our church is very big on praise and worship, and I'm all about praise and worship. I sing on a praise team. I stepped down from the choir because on the weekends I do Reiki. So I felt like I couldn't, between us practicing so much. I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
So I told my pastor I was going to step down, but now they done got me with the young adults.
Yeah. They got you with the young adults. Because you got some healing work
I
to
can
do.
see you with them, though.
Yeah, you got some healing work to do with the young adults.
Yeah, I do.
Because we need it. Because have you seen the adults out here? Yeah, we might need to get them
rough.
before they get out here into
It's rough.
society. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like y'all. I stepped down from one thing and y'all got me doing something else. Something else. I want to. I did tell my pastor I want to work with families that are in the process of losing individuals because I am studying to be an end of life death doula. So I want to support people that are transitioning.
I've
Like,
never
that's my
heard
goal.
doula.
Death doula.
Yeah, I've never heard doula mentioned in end of life. It's always
Birth.
birth. So explain more. Give us more.
So an end of life death doula goes to the family, goes to the person that is transitioning, and sits with them. Unlike your hospice care situation where they can leave and go home. Like we honor their wishes. We have like it's like a checklist of things that they may want to see forth as they are transitioning. If they want a death box, if they want photographs taken, gathered up, if they want to be cremated, making sure all of the things that they want is honored.
I love it.
And that's what we do.
I love it.
That sounds really bougie, and I love it.
It does, and I'm a bougie girl, so I literally, as you're saying that, I'm like, gotta write that into the will. Gotta write that into the living will
so
because
important.
this is what I want. I like it. Yeah, go ahead and give me that good energy
I'm going
before
to
I
Reiki,
transition over.
like, it'd be like,
Well,
I'm
and
going
I
to
do
Reiki.
have a Reiki death story. So my uncle was transitioning. We were all called to the hospital, and I was fortunate to be there. So let me fast forward. Go back. He had like the death breathing, which is very labored. It's loud. It's scary sounding. If you've never experienced that, I went in and I gave him Reiki. And so I gave him Reiki. The breathing got a little better. Room was quiet. Like my family, after I did it, everybody was just quiet. Was just looking around like, what she did?
Like, what she do?
What she do? The lights started blinking in the room. And maybe about 30 minutes later, after just laying there and with the labor breathing and his eyes was closed, he sat up, scanned the room again, and he laid back down and died. So
Okay, so my next statement about to be a little unhinged, and I'm typically a little unhinged, especially when you get to wine.
Typically.
So my whole thought is, I can do this like death Reiki doula thing. This sound about right because I'm about to transition anyway, and me and God about to see each other. Cool, but it be my luck that you been there, healed me. And now I'm about to have to, have to deal with all the things that I did. I can see me now, just laid up there. And the Lord be like, "Nah, I got another one for you." Ha ha! You thought you was coming to meet you.
That's funny. That's funny. Like I remember one time we were doing chest compressions on somebody, bringing them back, and they was done. They had died, and then once we got done, they woke up. And we was like, welcome back.
Welcome back. Listen, me and my mom, we very much talk about death all the time. Like,
that's good.
Just
'cause
how
it's not enough talk.
Yeah, we talk about it. It's my mama goes to funerals once a week. Like she honors her people. She loves funerals. She gonna sing the songs and do the thing. So it's a celebration of life. Like my mother has her whole funeral planned out to where we're about to have a Temptations party the night before.
That.
Like it's planned out.
That.
So I joke and talk about death like it's just normal day. It's not it's not taboo for me at all. Yeah, like it's not taboo. No one asked you. Yes, I mean,
and me, I just had 3 people die, and I'm like,
you're doing good this week.
I feel like I'm doing good this week.
You're doing great this week to have somebody pass this week close to you.
It's the us not. It's actually selfish when we don't want people to die when it's time for them.
Oh no, I don't want to talk about this.
Well, all right, no. Let's go ahead and move on.
Yeah.
But it's selfish.
It's selfish.
You're selfish.
I still had things
You had things.
for them to do.
Well, you're gonna have to talk to God about that. That's between you and the Lord.
Apparently so.
So, final thoughts?
Final thoughts. We get ready to wrap it up. Where can we find you? How can we support you? And what you got going on in the city?
Okay, so I have another Reiki share. I and Amber, my bestie.
Shout out to
Shout Amber. I can't wait to meet her in a few weeks.
We have a share on 11/4 at 7 p.m. And I do not know the name of the
Is it
place.
the flyer you sent me?
It is the flyer I sent you.
Okay. I got Crescent Collective.
Yes, Crescent Collective.
1800 Decatur Street.
Yes.
Richmond, Virginia 23224. Monday 11/4 at 7 p.m.
Yes. And I have to shout out Kierwin. They have been awesome in helping us plan and welcoming us into their space. Just the liberated flow of just dancing to music that they curate. It's so much fun.
Dance is,
It's
come
dancing,
on. Our
and we use
ancestors was dancing.
Yes, we use
gotta
all
go
of the
back to it.
props. It's so much fun.
That's
And
what y'all are doing on
Yes.
Monday. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's liberated flow with the sound bowls and Reiki infused within the sound bowls. So we'll lead you all into meditation if you come, and then we'll get into
About how
the
long
Reiki.
is this session? I'm trying to plan out my schedule. I'm just be honest with y'all.
I would say about 7 to 8, 8:30.
Okay.
Mm.
I'm gonna try to
Yeah.
dip in. I got
Yeah.
a
And
few
if you
little
have to
things.
leave,
No, I'm trying to dip in. It's gonna be.
And this is donation based.
it's donation
Okay.
based. Wear your mask.
Wear your mask.
Yes, wear your mask. But yeah,
I'm gonna
so
give
dope.
Meeka $70 every time. I don't even know how much it is. It's 65. So I don't know.
Donation based. However
Whatever.
much you want to give.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm talking about for the private. When I come to you.
Yeah, for the private.
When I come to you, I see, and that's the thing. When you start to get one person that you like, Amber is really powerful though.
She is. She does have powerful energy.
Real,
Yeah.
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 But I be like, what Meeka at?
You said, listen, Meeka
Like,
done
what
healed
Meeka
his shoulder. My neck.
Yeah, because
I need to
Amber,
stick-
she just walked past me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's Amber. Like, I
Yep.
never met her before in my life.
Yep. Yeah, we're sorors.
Yeah.
We ended up meeting
What
each
organization we in?
other. I'm a Zeta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Zeta Phi
Shout
Beta
out to
Sorority
Zeta.
Incorporated. Love to
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah.
Love to see it. Where can we find you on Instagram?
So I am Creatively Me. And
Creatively
it's
Me.
CR8 TIFLEE me.
Hey.
Hold on. What's the connection to number 8?
It was just something.
It just went.
It's just-
okay,
it
it just went. It's okay.
It
I don't
went
really
weird.
have a connection to the number 7, but then because it's in the end of my bio.
Okay.
However, God, the number 7, y'all already know. Like
It's completion.
Yeah,
it is
7's
very
the number
much
of completion.
completion. So
What do you think my number is?
I'm gonna say the first number that popped in my head, 3.
No, it's 5.
Okay. For my 5 founders, okay.
wait a minute, y'all. I'ma let her work today. I'ma let her work today. But it is November, and shout out to the 7 founders, Indianapolis, Indiana. If y'all know, y'all know.
Okay, Rovember.
Hello, you better say it.
Shout out to the co-ed fraternity that I joined in college that I don't remember the name.
Oh,
shout out to
wow.
y'all.
We don't even know the name. No name. No name.
So we like to end it off with our favorite quotes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go. Heather go. I'm gonna give you some time. My favorite quote. I'm gonna say 2.
Okay.
I got 2 quotes.
I feel like I need to
today.
switch it up eventually.
I need to switch it up too because I've been using this same one for like
They're going to be able to say mine
2
eventually.
whole seasons. 2 whole seasons. So my first one is my favorite by Dr. Seuss. You have to be odd to be number 1. And my second one, the new jump. Stay ready. You ain't got to get ready.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay. I like that.
What you got?
I was about to say something funny.
Which one?
Wait, why would you ever make fun of me? I was about to hype you up and say,
Okay.
where we come for Brie, but we stay for the guys. Okay? I was going to hype you up, but you just made fun of me.
sorry.
That's so hilarious.
I love your quote. It's an African proverb,
It
right?
is. Okay. My favorite quote is an African proverb.
Okay.
Is each one teach one, each one reach one until all are taught. Absolutely.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
What you
All
got?
right. So I have, when I stand before God at the end of my life, I would hope that I would not have a single talent left and could say I used everything you gave me. It's by Irma Bombeck.
That is it.
So you just want to come and just
I mean,
show off? You want to come and
I
just
mean,
show off like
our
that?
quotes were good, but
But
when you say it like that,
I mean,
that's
why she's the master,
I mean,
the Reiki master,
we need her.
queen
We
of
need her.
queens, everything in between,
Gratitude.
royalty at its finest. One of my favorite people. You heard her here first. Are you on TikTok?
I am not.
You would do a viral on TikTok.
You think so?
Heck
Quickly.
yeah.
You would do 2-3 lives. It'd be a wrap.
it'd be a
Oh my
wrap.
God. She
I
would,
gotta learn it.
oh my God. We gotta
well,
get you set up.
Yeah. Y'all follow what is it called?
Like, look, we don't even have a page.
We ain't got a
Creatively
page,
with an 8.
Stay tuned. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Peace. Good night. That's it. That's a wrap.
That was so good.
That was fun.
Oh my God. That was so
fun.
good.
That was fun, man.
Nah, that little bit of wine had me.
Yeah, you see my eyes getting a little low.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.